Good morning. My name is Iris Hilliard. I'm the Dual Enrollment Advisor for Alvin Community College. I'm going to be talking more about our Dual Enrollment Program. So I'm going to be starting with sharing some information about our advisors at ACC for Dual Enrollment. Let's see. Sorry, I'm having some problems just trying to move my presentation. There you go. Okay, so I want to start by just sharing the dual enrollment advisors that we have for Alvin Community College. Once again, I take care of Alvin High School, homeschool, and private school. And then we have Ms. Judah Hurtado for Iowa Colony High School. So all the information of this advisor is there. So if you have a student on that specific school, they will be able to help you with that. Then we have Ms. Sharmel Archie. She's at Shadow Creek High School. Ms. Diane Thompson. She's on Mambo High School. Dr. Carol Lyles. She's in Turner College and Career in High School. And then Ms. Christina Martins. It's for Pearland High School and Dawson High School. I just want to make sure I share this information just so you can have the information of your dual enrollment advisor for your child. And I also want to share with you the ACC main campus context for college and career pathways. Dr. Jessica Romero Ramirez, she's our dean for college access and partnerships. Then once again, we have Ms. Sharmel Archie, the lead dual enrollment advisor for ACC. Ms. Linda Smith, she's our senior administrative assistant. And then Ms. Michaela Canales, she's our dual enrollment specialist. What is dual enrollment? Alvin Community College and local ISD have partnered to give high school students the opportunity to graduate from high school with college credits, or for some students, an Associates of Arts in General Studies. Dual enrollment college courses are taught at the high school during the school day, and they are part of the student schedule. After completing the dual enrollment admissions requirements, students can also take classes online or at ACC as well. Why dual enrollment? Recent studies show that 88% of our dual enrollment students go on to college after high school to complete degrees at a higher rates and less time than their non-participating peers. College success rates and first-year GPA are typically higher for students entering college with due credit earned in high school. Dual enrollment students make up 47% of ACC total student enrollment. Our college is invested in your success. We provide everything that the student needs to be successful. Prepare for university success. We're preparing our students to be successful in the university setting as well. In addition to earning college credits, dual enrollment provide students an opportunity to learn the academic and social time management skills needed for the university success. It allows the student to adjust to an academic rigors of college and university's coursework. It exposes first-generation college students to college education and learning experiences, and it encourages the development of critical thinking skills. And I do want to share with you, I think this is really important as a parent as well, the financial benefits of dual enrollment. Let me just give you an example. If your child is taking one dual enrollment course, it will cost you approximately $175 for one class. If that student takes the same course at a local college, it's approximately $550 for the same class that they will take on our dual enrollment program. If they decide that they want to take it on the University of Texas, right now you're looking like $1,600 for the same class that you can take with our dual enrollment program for $175. And University of Houston right now for one class, it's $1,100. So you can see that you really save a lot of money when you're taking dual enrollment courses. Why choose to be a dual enrollment program? get ahead of your peers, save time and money, boost your GPA, learn to be successful in college, stand out for scholarships, committees, colleges, and universities. What kind of students can take dual enrollment courses? To be successful, a student should be highly motivated, be able to stick to a goal, be able to meet deadlines, have above average grades, possess good study habits, and have a high level of maturity as well. So just remember, I always tell this to my students, you're taking college courses, you're not taking high school courses. I know with high school teachers, they give more opportunities to catch up on their assignments. But here with college courses, you need to make sure you have time management skills, that you're meeting the deadlines, right? Because if you miss a final exam, most likely you're not going to be able to retake it. What is due degree? On our dual enrollment program, we also offer the due degree program. It's a rigorous and requires extra time and dedication. Qualified students will have the opportunity to earn an Associate of Arts degree in General Studies and their high school diploma at the same time. Interested students should contact their ACC advisor for more information and to develop a degree plan. So what the students can do, they can graduate with their associate's degree while they're in high school, and they're going to be getting credit on the high school side. They're going to be getting credit on the ACC side. So this is just an example just for you to see. Freshman and sophomore year, this is where they start taking more their elective courses, right? The Psych 1300, that's a really good course to start with. That's where you're learning how to be successful on your college courses. We also offer art appreciation, Spanish, and then for sophomore year, they can do psychology, they can do sociology. So freshman and sophomore year, you will see your child taking more elective courses. Junior and senior year, this is going to be more your core classes. Your core classes will be your history, your English, your government, your biology courses. It's going to be a little bit harder, right? But you will be able to graduate with your associate's degree. Just for you to know, you need a total of 60 college hours to get your associate's degree. That's approximately 20 classes in total that they can take. We also offer summer courses as well. So we offer summer 1 and summer 2. They can take up to 4 classes on the summer, and we offer it in person at Shadow Creek High School, or they can also take it online. Just for you to know, if you have a child that they want to take summer courses, open registration will be April the 3rd. Okay, so if they want to take summer courses, they can do that as well. A lot of students ask, if I take college courses with ACC, would I be getting credit for the university that I go for, right? So the answer is yes. You need to make sure that the student gets a C or higher so they can get credit. If they're planning to go out of state, I always tell the students, check with that specific university. What's your major? What are you going for? Just to make sure that they will give you credit. Most likely they're going to be getting credit for all their core classes. But when it comes to more electives, some universities are more specific of whatever they want to take. But like most of our universities, they do take all the core classes and elective courses here in Texas. It's more out of state, like for example, if your child's going out of state and they already took Texas government, they might not give them credit for that Texas government course because that's a Texas course, right? So that's why I say check with the university where your child is planning to go out of state, just to make sure that they're going to be getting the credit for that. And I also tell my students, whenever I meet them, are you trying to just take college courses, or are you trying to get your associate's degree? If they tell me I want to get my associate's degree, we create a dual enrollment plan. And on the dual enrollment plan, basically what we do, I let them know this is what you need to take freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. They will get a copy. I will get a copy. I will send a copy to the high school counselor. The high school counselor will update it on Skyward. And then then the student already knows that all the classes that they need, it's already on Skyward. They don't have to worry about like, oh, what classes should I take next semester or next year? Because we already have a plan on place, and I shared that with the high school counselors, and that's including summer courses. So if they tell me, no, I also want to take summer courses, and I also let them know if time is going by and you're like, no, you know what, I want to make some changes on my junior or senior year, we can always make changes for that as well. And I do want to talk about dual enrollment and AP. What is the difference? I just want to make sure you understand what is the difference between dual enrollment courses and AP courses. Dual enrollment and AP classes are more challenging than traditional high school classes. Both are an opportunity to earn college credit. The rigor of these classes helps predict the future of the college success. Dual enrollment courses are college courses taught at the high school campus by ACC professors, and sometimes they will be taught by our high school teachers at our school as well, you know, if they have the credentials to offer our ACC courses. Once in the dual enrollment program, students can take courses at the high school, any ACC campus, or online. AP classes are available at the high school campus and are taught by high school teachers. The grade students earn in the dual enrollment course post under high school transcript and ACC college transcript with C or better. Remember, they will get credit if it's a C or better. The AP exam determines whether the class will count as a college credit. Students must earn at least a 3 on their AP exam so they can get credit for that specific subject on the college side. So just make sure you remember that with dual enrollment, you just need to take the course and pass it, and you will automatically get college hours. With AP courses, basically you need to pass not only the class, but the AP exam and get a 3 or higher so you can get credit for that as well. And it's really important to know that ACC will just give the student up to 24 college hours using their AP scores. We cannot give them credit to get all the associate's degree. They can only give up to 24 hours if they want to get credit using their AP exam. Okay. Students are able to take dual enrollment courses in AP while in high school. Taking a combination of both helps the students interested in earning their associate's degree. I also get this question asked a lot. Can I do a combination of dual enrollment and AP? The answer is yes. You can do a combination of both. So some of my students are like, I know I'm really good on biology. I'm going to do AP biology my junior year. And then when it comes to senior year, I don't have to worry about taking science courses with ACC just because I already know that I'm going to pass that exam with 3 or higher. If for some reason they don't pass their AP exam, they still have another opportunity their senior year, right, to take or dual enrollment science courses if they have to. And this is something that I really want to share with you all. The FERPA, Family Education Rights and Privacy. It's known as the FERPA. For parents to be able to speak with a professor about their student grades or assignments, the student must complete a student record release in the pod, basically giving permission to the parents that we're allowed to talk about their grades. You're allowed to get in touch with the professors. The student will enter the name of the individual that they wish to share their college information with and assign the individual a PIN number. The individual must use the number when contacting the college about student information. A lot of parents do not know this. They want to ask about the academic records or how their child is doing. But if you're not on the FERPA record for your child, we're not allowed to give that information out. This is something that if we give that information out, the college can get in trouble for that. So make sure if your child is taking dual enrollment courses and you want to have access into talking to the professors about grades, about anything related to their college courses, make sure they add you on the FERPA record. And whenever they get admitted to our dual enrollment program, we will usually send all that information with the instructions on how to add you on the FERPA record. They can do it online on their pod account. Their pod account, it's more like their student account with ACC, and they can do it in less than 3 minutes. The fast financial aid information. This is something that I really want to share with you. This is the Texas Higher Education Coordinated Board of Financial Aid for SWIFT. This program allows public institutions of higher education to offer due credit courses educationally disadvantaged students at no cost to the students. So if you have a child and they're receiving free or reduced lunch right now, and they're going to be receiving the free and reduced lunch prior to enrolling into dual enrollment courses right now, the state is paying for all their college courses and their textbooks for free. This is a great opportunity. They don't have to apply for the specific scholarship. The only thing they will need to do, submit the application with ACC, take the TSI, and I will go into more detail about that shortly as well. So once again, they need to get admitted first to the due credit program and run in eligible due credit courses at the public district or charter school. Qualify for the national free or reduced price lunch in any of the 4 school years prior to enrolling in due credit courses. Students must submit their free or reduced at lunch application by October 1st to be counted for that school year. Applications are submitted through ISD websites. See more information. So if you need more information about that, you can contact Alvin Community College with financially, or you can contact me and I will be glad to help you out. I will make sure to share as well the Fast Opportunity Scholarship that we have. It's a flyer where it has all the information so they can send it to everyone via email as well. And now, how to start college. Now that you learn a little bit about dual enrollment, if you want your child to start taking dual enrollment courses, it's a really easy process. The first thing they will need to do is submit the application with Alvin Community College using Apply Texas, then take the TSI. They have different options on the TSI. They can take it either at ACC. They offer it Monday through Friday, 8:30 in the morning. They will need to register online, or they can take it at their campus, either on the middle school or the high school. I know the middle schools are offering TSIs coming up soon. Alvin High School just had their last one, and they're going to have 3 upcoming TSIs as well. So make sure you check with the high school counselor of your child to see when is the upcoming TSI. If they really need to go and take it at ACC, ACC will provide an excuse letter just stating that they were taking the TSI so they can turn it in as well to their school. The TSI, it's a college entrance exam that covers reading, writing, and math. A qualified TSI score or exemption is required to take dual enrollment courses. The TSI is offered through Alvin Community College, the high school, and some junior highs. There are some exceptions that they might be exempt with the TSI, with ACT or SAT. I know before we used to have the waivers that if you have a certain score on your PSAT or STAR test scores, we were able to waive it. That's not available anymore. That's something that the state removed. So unfortunately, we don't have no more waivers. So they will need to pass the TSI sooner or later. And please understand, a lot of students and parents get confused. Even if your child doesn't pass the TSI, there's still 5 classes that they can take that they don't require for you to pass the TSI, just to do the application and take the TSI. And if you have right now, I would say 8th graders and freshmen, even maybe sophomores that they want to take dual enrollment courses, let them take the TSI just for the English reading and writing, and then focus on the math maybe after they complete their sophomore year. Because even if they pass the math right now, they're not going to be able to take our math courses to more like junior or senior year. Or if you want your child just to take all the sections just to see where they stand, they can also do that as well. After they take the TSI, then they will need to complete the dual enrollment orientation that's available on the summer, and they can do it online or in person, pay for the courses for fall and August. And for spring semester, we're going to be starting registration for spring semester tomorrow. Actually, we're going to be starting. So if you have your child that maybe they want to take dual enrollment courses for next semester, get in touch with the high school counselor as soon as possible and see if they will allow the student to make the change and at least take one dual enrollment course. But remember, if they do that, they need to have the application and the TSI on file as soon as possible so they can at least take one dual enrollment course next semester. Or you can wait till summer or next school year. If you want to wait till next school year for your child to start dual enrollment, the deadline will be May 30th, 2025 to secure the spot on the dual enrollment class for next year. And once again, what is TSI? Basically, like I said earlier, it's just a college entrance exam covering the reading, writing, and math. Here you will be able to see what are the scores required. So for English and reading, they will need to score a 945 or higher. On the essay section, it has to be between 5 or 8, or if they score below a 945 on the English and reading, but they have a diagnostic score between 5 and 6, and on the essay between 5 and 8, they're still considered TSI complete. On the math section, it's going to be a 950 or 6 on their diagnostic score. How to take the TSI? Once again, it can be on the junior high, it can be on the high school, it can be on ACC. You go to our homepage, go to the marketplace, and then you're just going to be selecting the TSI on campus. They usually put it by month. So right now, if you go there, you're going to be able to see all the tests available for November. Okay. So just make sure you do that. And then if your student qualifies for that FAST Opportunity Scholarship and they need to take the TSI for the first time, it will be the responsibility of the student to pay for the first one. But for any retakes, if they need to retake it again, then it will be covered with that FAST Opportunity Scholarship. They can also do it online. If they really cannot make it in person or they cannot take it at the school, they can do it online as well. Okay. And just remember, if you want to do it in person, all first timers are required to complete the pre-assessment activity. The pre-assessment activity, it's a practice test that they need to do before taking the TSI. If they go to ACC and they go and register and take the TSI and they notice that they haven't done the pre-assessment activity, they will reschedule their testing for another day. So please make sure they do the pre-assessment activity first. And then all testers must present a photo ID when testing. If your child doesn't have a photo ID, please get in touch with us and we will be able to submit a form that I believe one of the administrators at the school can confirm that student, it's a student at Alvin High School or whatever school they go to, and they will be able to use that form as the replacement. Test day details provided when you register for the TSI. Remember, application and testing must be completed by May 30th, 2025 to ensure a spot in the dual enrollment next year. And once again, I'm going to share this information. So if you want to take the time, take a picture, or maybe put the information of the your child, what school they're going, so you can have the contact information for the dual enrollment advisor for that specific school, so they can basically help you out. You can get in touch with them and start the process. It's a great opportunity. I'm really proud to say that at Alvin High School, I have 38 dual enrollment graduates graduating this coming year with their associate's degree. And I also want to share, before I start with the questions, if I can please have Mr. Juan Ortiz. He's one of my dual enrollment students right now at Alvin High School. If you're here, can you unmute yourself and turn on your camera? Thank you. just to share with all the parents here, how has your experience been with dual enrollment at Alvin High School? If you want to unmute yourself. Oh, give me a minute. Let's see. Give me a minute. They're going to unmute you. Give me a minute. And the students are just going to be sharing their experience, how it has been with dual enrollment, how is it helping them achieve their educational goals. They're doing amazing, really proud of them, and our dual enrollment students continue growing. It's just a great opportunity for them. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
All right. Hello. Good morning. My name's Juan Ortiz. I've been taking dual credit since my freshman year of high school. I'm now a junior, and I'm on the road to get my associate's degree. And for me personally, dual credit has been the process has been really smooth from freshman year. The classes that you were only able to take, they really prepare you for the classes now my junior year that are more difficult. So if your kid has any worries about, oh, maybe it's too hard, maybe I can't do it, it's a really smooth process, and at least for me personally, and I really liked it. And now I'm taking, I think, about 4 classes or 5 classes, dual credit classes this year. And eventually your kid, so my freshman year I came in only 2 classes, and then I took some during my summer. Going into my sophomore year, I also took like another 3 classes there, and then eventually build up to 5 classes. So it doesn't have to be like a straightforward, just like all in your face classes, and get like overworked and worry that your kid is gonna be doing too much maybe, because it can be like an easier process, and at least for me it was an easier process, and I feel like it's really helped me throughout my high school career. So yeah, I don't know if you want to.
Juan, there is a question for you. Were you doing AP courses in middle school?
In middle school, no, but this year, yes, I am. So I'm taking dual credit, and then I'm taking AP Bio, and I think that's it. And then next semester, I think I'm taking another AP as well. But
Thank you.
it's not that as long as you balance it well, um both classes can be balanced really well. So it can't be that difficult if you know what to do. Like Miss Hilliard, she's carried me along the way. She's helped me, and she's a really big help. If your students attending Alvin High School, you can go to her, and she can help you.
Thank you, Mr. Juan Ortiz. I know you're doing amazing, and I believe you have Karina next to you. This is going to be another student that she's going to be sharing her experience with dual enrollment, Karina Soto.
Yeah, thank you.
You need to mute, Karina. You're muted. Yes.
Okay,
There
there
you
we go. Oh my gosh. This is my, I'm a sophomore. This is my technically second year doing dual enrollment courses. So far, my experience has been very well. I began the summer going into ninth. So I did the first basic courses that I could. I took the TSI exam in eighth grade. Once I passed everything, I continued with all my courses. As of right now, I cannot take any because I have done what sophomores can do as far as for right now. I will be taking courses during the summer. Everything's been smooth. The professors have been really great. If you're worried about homework being an issue, um, the professors will help you through it. You get a lot of time when it comes to courses. If you have issues with essays and writing, it's pretty easy most of the time. Their prompts are very straightforward. I've taken two courses electronically. They were a bit of a struggle for anyone wondering. I personally believe that it is better to do in class because you understand more and you get a little bit more information. You can ask the professor questions while they're there, and it takes less time for them to email you back. The 2 courses I took online were a bit of a struggle since they were my first time. Other than that though, the professors are very understanding of anything that occurs or happens while you're taking these courses. So far, my time here doing classes has been very good. Hopefully, I'm on track to graduating with an associate's for dual enrollment. I did not take any AP courses, and I'm still not taking any AP courses. I do take APA though, which is pre-advanced. I'm currently going to be taking them the summer of going into 9th grade. I think I took college transitions and art appreciation. Those are my 2 very first courses. They were very great. The teacher there that I took for the summer in Shadow Creek, she was very nice. It was all a great experience. I believe that this is a great way to start all this. Miss Hilliard has been a great help. I have any questions, you can show up whenever she's there. You ask her, she'll give you a straightforward answer most of the time. It's a great process. It doesn't have to be very fast. If you would like, you can do things very quickly. And if you want to just be done with it as fast as possible, that can be accomplished. It just takes a lot of work. Like the original speaker said, it's a very smooth process that you can go through. It's not very hard, I guess, in a sense you could say. You don't want to let the stress take you too much. But other than that, you can start off small, 1 to 2 classes, and then work your way up. If I'm not mistaken, I will soon be taking 3 courses, 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure. But so far my experience has been very well, and I'm thankful for Ms. Hilliard for taking me through this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karina. Yes, Karina has been amazing. I actually met her when I was going to a middle school doing a dual enrollment presentation. That's where we met, and she has been going and working really hard towards her degree goals, and she is going to be graduating with her associate's degree. And please also know, I think I saw a question. So students can start taking classes right after they complete their 8th grade. So after they complete their 8th grade, they can take summer courses like Karina did. So college transition will be a good one. That's going to be the Psych 1300. That's the one where they're learning how to be successful on their college courses, and they like to combine it with the mass communication as well. That's another one as well, where you're going to be learning how the social media is affecting your personal life. There's so many different options, but students can start as early after they complete their 8th grade.
Okay, Iris, thank you for responding to those questions, and for Karina and Juan. That is awesome. Before I open up the mics, I would like to go back to the chat and then kind of look at the questions so we can answer those questions, and then we can open up the mic so that anyone else that wants to ask you a question is welcome to. The first one, I believe, is there any sponsors or any help with funding for these courses?
So right now it's the Fast Opportunity Scholarship. We also have the ACC Foundation Scholarship that you will need to let me know if you need assistance with the tuition, and I will see if we can cover at least one class, to pay for one class for that specific student. So just make sure you get in touch with me. I know there's always scholarships for textbooks, because the textbooks can get expensive as well. So make sure if your child needs assistance paying for the textbook, let me know, and I will see what I can do to get an approval to help you at least pay for your textbooks and maybe one class.
Okay, thank you. And moving on to the second question. Students apply to college as freshmen and are not considered transfer students. If they have the basic courses completed, wouldn't be a college junior during their first year in college?
Correct, but for admissions purposes, they're still graduating, for example, on 2025, so they are still considered freshmen. And then whenever they get admitted to the university, they're going to review the official transcript from ACC. They will see, okay, you're going to be changed on your academic level to a junior or senior level. But just for admissions purposes, every student, even if they graduate with their associate's degree, they need to apply as a freshman. And then when they get admitted, they will change the academic level for that student.
Okay, thank you. And then the next question is the dual enrollment offered at all Alvin ISD high schools, or is just Shadow Creek High School?
No, we offer it on all Alvin ISD high schools. So it's Iowa Colony, Shadow Creek, Mambo High School, and Alvin High School. Yes. Let me
Okay,
try to forget it.
next question is, will the grades show on Skyward during the summer and during the school year?
Yes, so basically, after our students complete their summer courses and we get those finals grades, we send the grades to Alvin ISD and they will go and update it under transcript. And please remember, whenever you're checking on grades for college courses on Skyward, it will not show on Skyward like their current grade, but it will show basically their first 9-week grades, their second 9 weeks grades, and then we will put the final grade on Skyward. I always tell the students, make sure you're logging into your Blackboard where you can actually see your current grade for the dual enrollment course that you're currently taking right now.
Okay, thank you. And then we have another question. What about getting into a private school in Texas? Would they accept the classes?
Like a private university, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, so every university is different. I know Rice University, they will not take dual enrollment courses, but I actually spoke with one of the Avid instructors at Alvin High School this morning, and she had a conversation with one of the admissions counselors, said that basically they will not take dual enrollment courses, but if they graduate with their associate's degree, that there's a good chance that they will give them some credit for some of the courses that they take. But some of the private schools will not take dual enrollment courses. This is why I say get in touch with those specific private schools, university, just to make sure that they're going to be accepting our dual enrollment courses.
Okay, thank you, Iris. The next question is, what is the cost of the TSI exam? And do they need to take it every year or just one time?
So the cost for one section, it's $15 at ACC. If you want to take the two, it's going to be $30. So they need to take it and just pass it. After they pass it, they don't have to retake it anymore. If they still haven't passed it, they will need to continue taking it until they pass it and be able to take more dual enrollment courses.
Okay. And the next question is, when she said that they can take the TSI, how soon can they take it and how late can they take it to be able to take dual enrollment in 9th grade?
They can take the TSI as soon as this week. You would just need to go to ACC website and register to take it online. I will make sure to share that information as well. Send all that information so you guys can get that information. Like I said, Alvin Community College, they offer it Monday through Friday at 8:30 in the morning. But before you register your child for the TSI, you need to do the application first, because you will need the ACC ID number for your student to be able to register for the TSI. I also have a flyer with the admissions process where it will let you know exactly step by step how to submit the application, how to register for the TSI, so you can have all that information. And once again, I will share it here so they can send it as an attachment, all the different information that you guys need to start the process now.
Okay, and then moving on, are classes available in person during the summer?
Yes, at Shadow Creek High School only. So summer courses in person, they're only at Shadow Creek.
And I'm assuming that the parents would have to drop off the students to Shadow Creek.
So Alvin ISD, it's really good always about providing transportation for summer one, not for summer two. So if your child needs transportation, it might be good for them to take summer one courses, because Alvin ISD has been really good about providing transportation for the students. If they cannot take it in person, remember they can also take it online.
Okay, and then the next question is, how many courses can you take a semester that includes during summer one and summer two? So during the school year and summer one and summer two, how many courses?
So during the school year, they can take up to 18 college hours. After an 18 college hours, then we will need to get an approval. That's approximately 6 classes. I would not recommend that, especially if they're just starting, maybe start them with 1 or 2 classes to see how they do. And then you can always add more courses for next semester or next school year. For summer, they can take 2 on summer 1 and 2 on summer 2, a total of 4.
Okay, thank you. And then what course is offered for incoming ninth grade during the summer?
For freshmen, we offer the Psych 1300. That's the one that I was talking about, where they will be learning how to be successful on the college courses. We offer mass communication. We offer Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. And we offer the business information course as well. That's where they're going to be learning how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. And if they pass the TSI their freshman year, or like 8th grade, but going into freshman year, they can also take art appreciation. That's the only one that will require for you to pass the TSI for English reading and writing and take it on freshman year. Mr. Johnny Fuentes, what is your question, please?
Yes, my daughter's starting, basically, she's in 10th grade right now. So if I want her to start in January 2025 for dual credit, I need to move ASAP, because you said there's tests already starting, or they could take a required test to see if they qualify. So who would I need to contact?
And what school is she attending again? I'm
It's
sorry.
Shadow Creek High School.
Shadow Creek. You want to get in touch with Miss Archie, and the information is still there for her. You want to make sure you get in touch with her and with the high school counselor, just so you can sit down with them and let them know that she is interested in taking classes for next semester. She will need to do the admissions application with ACC and take the TSI as well. And once again, you can have her take the TSI at ACC as well. And we will share this information with the process on how to submit the application and take the TSI as soon as possible. But I will say, have her go and get in touch with Miss Archie and her high school counselor, so they both can be on the same page and they know what class she's looking into taking. Is this going to be the first time that she's taking dual enrollment courses?
It is. She's taking the other APS classes already. So this would be first time dual credit.
I will recommend her either the Psych 1300 or also the mass communication. Either of those will be great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and now we have Mr. Eduardo Artiga.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
My question was, are they able to, for military kids, are there any funding for military kids?
Unfortunately, are you talking about maybe using your GI Bill?
Yeah, or the Hazelwood Act.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot use that for dual enrollment students. It's just right now the Fast Opportunity Scholarship, or trying to see if I can get a scholarship for your child using the ACC Foundation Scholarship. But for the military, they will need to wait after they graduate and then use the GI Bill or the Hazelwood Act.
Okay, and then my other question was for Is there any other associate's degrees available other than that, just the arts? Is there a science or health science or anything like that?
Unfortunately, the only one we offer at this moment, it's just the general studies with our dual enrollment program.
Okay. No, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Kendall Butler.
Good afternoon. Thank
Good
you.
afternoon.
I was wondering, my daughter, she's wanting to ultimately become a dermatologist, and just curious, like, would there be a specific track that she would need to look at going down for that, or would we need to talk to her counselor for more guidance on that to know which path she would need to take to prepare her for when she graduates?
I will recommend her to set up an appointment with the dual enrollment advisor, to have a plan for her and see exactly what core classes she will need. It might not be the general study. It might be something specifically what she's going for, but also getting the high school counselor involved as well. So because we work together, right? So we want to make sure we have a good plan for that student. Where is she attending right now? What school?
She's an 8th grader at Manville Junior High.
So will she go to Mambo High School maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, get in touch with Miss Thompson, and she's really good and she will be able to guide her, but also get in touch whenever you get the information with the high school counselor as well.
Miss Thompson is at the junior high or
No, she's actually at Mambo High School.
Manville High School? Okay, so Miss Thompson is the dual enrollment advisor.
And remember, she can start taking summer courses right after she completes her 8th grade as well.
I'm positive she's not going to want to go with that option. But thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, let's do Miss Jana Norton.
So, can you tell me if this program is recommended for people who are in band in high school? Because I know band is pretty strenuous, or not strenuous, but it requires a lot of time commitment, at least in the fall. So I didn't know how it works with this program.
So I do have a lot of students actually that they're in band, but what they do, they actually take summer courses, right? Because they know they have a lot going on during the school year. So they can also take summer courses and work ahead on the summer and maybe add 1 or 2 more classes during the school year, just because you're right. Like with band, it requires a lot of time. So maybe taking 1 or 2 courses during the school year and really putting the work on the summer and taking up to 4 classes of dual enrollment. But yes, that is an option as well. But I do understand that there's a lot, and they're really successful. They're really successful because they already have a plan, that they put in the work also on the summer. Even if they cannot make it in person, they have the option to do some classes online as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. JS.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just put my initials. It's Juanita. Good morning, or afternoon. My question. Okay, you did say Rice University may consider an associate's degree, correct? So I wanted to ask, I'm not trying to sway away from dual enrollment. What's the difference between the dual credit and then the collegiate?
Okay, so basically with dual credit, you're basically just taking those college hours and getting the credit on the high school side and on the college side at the same time, right? And basically being able to graduate earlier. And collegiate,
I think they graduate with their associates while they're in high school as well, right?
Yes, they have the option to also graduate with, but collegiate, I'm not really familiar. Ms. Pasarela, are you familiar with that? Give me a minute.
Ask the question again. I don't know, but Dr. Martinez is in there. You can ask him.
Dr. Martinez, do you know the collegiate? I'm not really familiar with the collegiate. I do know about dual enrollment.
Yes. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. So I think the question may be about, I think that goes back to what's the difference between dual enrollment and AP. So is that kind of what we're asking there?
Well, the term that I had heard in the past was a collegiate student, that they graduate with an associate's while they're in high school. So when they graduate in high school, they already have
Yeah,
their,
that would be the dual enrollment student. So that's a student that's completed their associates. And so a lot of the questions that we tend to get. So again, I'm Bobby Martinez. I'm Associate Superintendent of Secondary Schools in Alvin ISD. Work very closely with dual enrollment along with our advanced academics and our AP program. So a lot of the questions we get from parents, like what's the difference? And Ms. Hilliard did a great job of kind of highlighting some of those. And so just like you have a dual enrollment advisor at each campus, you also have an advanced academic specialist at each campus. And so if you're trying to determine, is dual enrollment the best route? Is advanced academics or the AP course is the best route? It's really going to vary by student and what their goals are post-secondary. And it will vary by, like, the parent had the question about dermatology. Well, that'd be a great question to not just talk with dual enrollment, but actually sit down with your advanced academic specialists on the campus and determine, what's your 4-year university plan, what are the program or department qualifications, and what would be the best approach. And so sometimes it's a combination of dual enrollment and AP. Sometimes it may be just going a dual enrollment route or an AP route. But we definitely have staff at each campus to assist you all. I was going to mention that a lot of the questions that are here on the chat, even though we've discussed them, I'm going to copy the questions and I'll have a team that works on providing some answers. We have an FAQ document. A lot of that is captured there, but any of those specific questions, I'll also get you an answer. Just give me a couple of weeks. I'll get it back to Ms. Passarella so we can send it back out to the group. And then we're always available at the campus or district level as questions come up, to provide some answers. But I want to thank Ms. Hilliard, our students, our staff, because they do an excellent job with dual enrollment. And as a district, we partner collaboratively for the benefit of students. And so please reach out with questions. And like I said, I'm going to cut and paste what we have here in the chat, and I'll make sure that we get responses to those in a timely manner.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Eduardo Artiga.
Yes. So thank you, Mr. Martinez. So what I'm hearing is based on what the student wants to graduate with in college. Let's say if they want to be an engineer or a doctor, whatnot, there might be a mix of just AP courses or it could be dual credit or depending on what they want to do. So for the Associate of Arts, are they, instead of getting the Associate of Arts, are they able to tailor the dual credit courses so they could take, for example, I don't know, maybe I know there's 2 math courses at the very end. Are there any other math courses that they could take for dual enrollment?
Yes, there is. There's different options. There's the college algebra, there's the pre-cal, there's the business math, so yes, it depends what's the major they're going for. There's statistics. I always make sure that I let them know to select the math that they need based on their degree that they're going for after they graduate from high school. At the end of the day, I want to make sure that they're taking the classes that they need so they can also get credit on that university that they're planning to go.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so it will put them a step ahead or 1 or 2 years ahead, depending on that.
Correct. Yes, because
But
whenever you're graduating with your associate's degree, when you transfer to the university, instead of doing a 4-year plan, it's going to be more like 2 more years and get your bachelor's degree because you already have your associate's degree. You are already considered core complete as well.
So do you have to do the core complete before you do any of these other courses?
So once again, like Dr. Martinez is saying, it depends on the goals of that student, right? Like if they're looking into going into a bachelor's in education, so yes, they will need to be core complete, or if they're looking more on the technical route, right, where they don't have to take all those core classes. So at the end of the day, it depends what are they trying to pursue after high school.
Okay, so they don't have to get necessarily the associates in
No,
art.
no. It's just an option that they have the option to take college hours, just a few college hours while they're in high school, or they have the option to graduate with the associate's degree in general studies. So we always provide those two different options to our students.
Okay, so just one example here. If they want to complete, let's say, Calculus 1 and Calculus 2 by the time that they're done with high school, they could do it the dual credit route, or they could just do it the AP route, right?
So they can do calculus. I would just need to get an approval with the dean, and it has happened before that they can also do calculus 1. The only thing that every school offers different courses. Like at Alvin High School, unfortunately, we don't offer calculus 1, so they might have to go on campus and take it on campus as well.
Okay, all right. No, thank you so much.
Thank you. Ms. Magdalene Garcia? Okay, Greg Jonathan?
Yes, you mentioned Psychology 1300, Spanish 1 and 2, Business Information course, Art Appreciation, but I wanted to know what the second class that you
It was
mentioned after
the intro
psychology.
it was the intro to mass communication. That was the other one. Are you talking about whenever if they don't pass the TSI, what classes they can take, or freshman year classes?
Right. I just wanted to see if my 8th grader would be able to, which ones he'd be able to take in the summer
I
of
would
8th grade.
recommend you to take Psych 1300 or Intro to Mass Communication. My daughter, right after she completed her 8th grade, she took those two, one on summer 1 and one on summer 2, and she did amazing. Those are good introduction courses that I will recommend your 8th grader to take after they complete their 8th grade.
Okay. And so when they take the TSI, if it's
Mhm.
offered in their junior high, then all of the requirements for ACC will be fulfilled by that process?
Correct. If you do the
Okay.
application and the TSI, your child is good to go to start taking summer courses.
Okay. Yeah, I just, during this meeting, I emailed the counselor and they said, be looking for more information about this after the Thanksgiving break. So that's coming up, but just trying to get ahead of all of this so we don't miss any windows there.
What is the name of the school where your child is attending right now?
Nolan Ryan Junior High, and then he'll be going to Shadow Creek High School.
Nice. And
And
just
we live right by Shadow Creek, so.
great. And also Miss Archie, she's actually our dual enrollment advisor there. She's amazing. She's really good with
Great.
the students. So if you need anything, if she's not available, get my information and I will be glad to answer any questions you may have for me as well.
Okay, Mrs. Hilliard, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Magdalene Garcia. Cannot hear you. Maybe you're muted. I don't even see a mic. Oh. Yeah, you're muted. Can't hear you. And I think I don't see any more hands on my end. Can you try it again, Ms. Garcia? No. So sorry, we cannot hear you. Yes, Mr. Oh, yes.
Ms. Garcia, if you want to write your question on the chat, we'll be more than happy to answer. Ms. Iris will be able to read it and be able to answer you.
Yes. Mr. Eduardo Artiga?
Yes. Again, so for this TSI exam, that you have to take a practice exam. Is that
The pre-assessment activity. So whenever you register your child to take the TSI, it will send you the information as well. It's going to have all the information of what you have to do or the student has to do. And there's going to be a link there where they will need to do the pre-assessment activity first, and then they will be able to take the TSI.
okay? And then for the summer, how long is the summer courses?
Yes, great question. Thank you for asking. For summer courses, they're 5 weeks long. There's one in June, that's summer one, and then there's one in July, and that's summer two. But they're 5 weeks long. I do tell the students this is a fast paced course. You need to be committed, you need to be focused just on your school because it goes by so fast, on your classes because it goes by so fast. So just make sure you let the student know that it is going to be a fast-paced course. That's why, especially for 8th graders, I always recommend the easy courses just to make sure they're successful. And that Psych 1300 mass communication will be good. If I have students where they're like, oh, I want to take my math courses on the summer, I'm like, are you sure? This is a fast-paced course. Some of my students even do some of their science courses online on the summer, and they do really good as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Iris, I have Miss Garcia. She said you had mentioned that tomorrow is the deadline for something. Is it the TSI? So that
So
my 8th grade can do classes for incoming 9th grade summer, or was it to apply at ACC? So what was the deadline for tomorrow?
So the deadline basically for open registration for spring semester starts tomorrow. And then if they want to take summer courses, open registration for summer will be till April the 3rd. So if they're wanting to take summer courses, they still have time to do the application and take the TSI. And April the 3rd will be open registration for summer. Tomorrow we start spring semester registration. So if you have 9th grader right now, 10, 11, or 12, that they want to add some dual enrollment courses for next semester, you will need to get in touch with the high school counselor to see if that's an option.
Okay, and let me go to Judith. How many weeks is summer courses?
5 weeks long. Our summer courses are 5 weeks long. Actually, we offer summer 1 and summer 2. They're 5 weeks long. We do have some courses that it's 11 weeks long. We have some summer courses like environmental science. A lot of my juniors take environmental science on the summer, and it's 11-week long. Business information management, it's another one that it's 11 weeks long. So there's a few courses where those classes will last 11 weeks and it will not be like a fast pace, right? So they really like those as well. And let's see, what else do we have here?
You answered the one for Miss Judy, for the Psych 1300 and Mass Communication course counted as the general elective that is part of the high school graduation requirements.
Yes, they will give them credit also for the Psych 1300 as well. I believe that's going to be one of the electives on the high school side. And then I was going to see, what art degree do you receive? General studies. Yes, you received the general studies degree. What is the enrollment dates for summer 2025 for incoming freshmen? It's going to be open registration will be April the 3rd. What else?
Miss Leslie Joji, do you have a question?
Yes. What is summer 1 and summer 2 classes? What that mean?
Basically, that means that we offer dual enrollment courses on the summer. We offer summer one. That one will start in June and it's going to be 5 weeks long. And then we offer summer two. That one will start in July and it will be 5 weeks long. So if you have your child that they maybe want to start taking dual enrollment courses and they don't want to wait till next school year, they can start taking dual enrollment courses on our summer terms as well.
Can we take both, like summer one and summer two?
Yes, yes, they can take two on summer one and they can take two on summer two. So they can take up to 4 classes total.
Also, can we switch to online if we have like a regular class schedule?
Yes, we offer classes online on the summer. So if that works better for the student, we would just need to wait, right, to see what we're going to offer. We still don't have the schedule for summer, but we will need to wait and see what's going to be offered on the summer. And a lot of my students, they take a lot of classes online on the summer and they do really good, because they say this is the feedback that I get from my students. I'm just focused on my dual enrollment courses on the summer. I don't have to worry about the other 5 high school level courses. So I'm just focused on these courses. Yes, it is a fast pace, but it will give me more time just to focus on my college courses. And they do really good,
Yeah, I understand. But if we go to the regular class, then can we switch anytime, or it should be like?
Do you mean like if a student takes a dual enrollment course and they're not doing good and they want to like transfer to a high school level course? Is that what you mean?
Like going to the class, like
Oh, in person.
in person, and can we switch to online anytime?
No. It doesn't work like that. Basically, if the student register for an online course, they need to complete the course online. We cannot switch it to do it in person or the other way around, So if the student is registered for either online or in person, that's the way that they will complete that course. We cannot change it in the middle of the class, like, oh, he was taking it online. Now he wants to take it in person for the next few weeks. Unfortunately, no, we cannot make that change.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Hilliard, there's Ms. Walker has a question. My son is not in the Pearland area for half the summer. Should he just plan on doing online courses? And what is the schedule or dates for the summer one and summer two courses?
So yes, for summer one and summer two, once again, we will start doing registration on April the 3rd. He will need to submit the admissions application and take the TSI, and then we will be able to get a copy of the schedule for summer. I would say maybe the second week of March, we should have that information, and we will make sure to share also the summer schedule as well with our students. And just make sure you get in touch with Miss Archie to help you with that, with registering for summer courses for your son. Mr. JS?
Yes,
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Juan.
No, it's okay. The times of the summer classes, when do they begin? Like as early as 8 o'clock or?
So usually it's that I remember it's 8 to 10:30, and then there's 10:30 to 12:30. And I want to say the last one, it's from 12:45. I want to say till 2 maybe. That's what I remember from last year, but it's usually from 8 to 3 at the latest, so it just depends, because remember, with dual enrollment courses, they don't have classes. Well, for summer courses, they do have classes Monday through Thursday. So the classes will be Monday through Thursday, and it's going to be either 8:30 to 10:30 or 10:30 to 12:45 or 12:45 to 2. I want to say 2:30 maybe, but just for you to have an idea.
Okay, so they get to pick
they get to pick whatever time and whatever class works better for them.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, and I just want to say, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for being here and listening to everything that I have to say. If you need to reach to your dual enrollment advisor, please do so. We're here to help you and to help the student to be successful. Once again, if you can just take a quick picture of the dual enrollment advisor for your child so they can be able to help you out. If you have students at Alvin High School, homeschool, or private school, I will be glad to help out as well. But if you have any questions, any concerns, let us know, and we're here to help out. Thank you for everything.